Hi, is this Ketch's Landing?
Yeah, that's right.
My name's George Stobart. You're a surveyor, right, Mr.
Bronson. And of course I'm a surveyor. Why the hell else would I have a theodolite?
I don't know. Hobby, maybe?
Yeah, right. What brings you here, anyway?
I'm searching for an ancient Mayan artifact.
What is it? Some kind of jewel?
No, it's obsidian. A black stone with supposedly mystic powers.
You're nuts.
И фишка в том, что как настоящий долбоёб я забыл нажать на запись и это будет 4-я часть, потому что я тебя прибал на острове. Да? Да. Ну, в принципе, кому интересно, можно найти на стрим.
This is similar to the stone I'm looking for.
What makes you think you'll find it here?
Because when the stones were stolen in the 17th century...
Hold it! The stones have been lost for 300 years?
Approximately.
And you're hoping to find them again? You're nuts. And why here?
A wise old Indian shaman told me he saw the stones in a vision.
Ha ha. That's rich. Listen.
Look at this. An article about a total eclipse of the sun.
Oh, yeah? Listen, I don't want to... I really don't care.
Catch you later, Bronson.
Нельзя как делать.
I just had to sneak a look at those plans.
Сейчас выебываться начнут.
Hey, get out of there.
You know, wherever I go, I hear those words. Paris, Syria, Ireland, or Spain.
What do you think you're doing?
I was trying to show some...
Мне нечего с ним сделать.
I had no more to... It looked like a set of plans. I just had to...
Hey.
Тут заебал.
Okay.
Ты, Питер, ёбаный, понял? Чё тебе нахуй трудно? Выгляду к сану. Мразь.
I didn't want a fishing net.
А чё ты от меня хочешь, что я с ней сделаю? Могу червячка плавать.
You want to buy some fish?
Nah, I don't like fish. What's your name?
Rio. It means river. What about you?
George. It means... well, it's just a name. Is it true that Captain Ketch lived around here?
That's right. That's his house up on the hill. It's a museum now.
Yeah? That's exactly what I need. Thanks, kid.
You won't get inside, you know. The old ladies close it down.
What do you know about Captain Ketch?
Just what everybody knows around here. He was a pirate and get himself hung.
No school today?
No, sir.
What about your education?
I can fish, sail, and swim. I've been looking after myself since I was 6, and I'm bilingual.
Aren't you a little overqualified for a beach bum?
Well, you know, there's a lot of competition.
Who are these old ladies you mentioned?
Miss Frost and Miss Mina Ketch.
How come the old ladies closed the museum?
It's Bronson's doing. Him have the plans for redeveloping the museum. They kind of regret it, you know. The man's a crook.
Will you help me get those plans?
I don't want to go nowhere near that man. He promised to draw me when he found the fish I left in his sleeping bag.
Do you know anything about pirate treasure?
Man, that's all stories. There's no such thing as a real pirate treasure.
Бля, теперь я хочу закрыть.
Do you know anything about a forthcoming eclipse?
No, but that explains why the weather's about to get real bad.
Rio, it's a beautiful day. There's no more than a whisker of cloud in the sky.
Trust me, man, it's going to get real bad.
There was nothing else I wanted. I didn't know the first thing about it.
Так. Сети наверх.
I didn't want.
Ну, я не понял, говорите. Примерно.
What are you doing with the theodolite?
Surveying the old house. I got great plans for this place.
Oh, yeah?
You bet. Take a look around. What do you see?
Paradise.
I see opportunity. This place is ripe for development.
I like it just the way it is.
And that's where we differ. You see, Mr. Stobart, I'm what you might call a man of vision. I see a great future for Ketch's Landing, and it all starts here, with that house. Say, was that kid giving you trouble?
The Fisher boy? No, he was very polite.
Ha! He's a juvenile delinquent. I suppose he told you I was a crook.
Что? Я еще прослушал. Рассказала ли ты мне, что жулик? Нет.
Oh, no, he's a good kid.
Очень
He
клевая,
never said
кстати,
anything like
тема.
that.
Sure he would, the
Стрим.
little punk.
Он мне очень помог сейчас. Я почитаю, что этот чувак мне пиздел.
How do you survey a house like
Я
that?
пытался
I
видос
put a
залить.
target reflector on the end of one of the flagpoles up there on the house.
Так.
I sight on it from various locations through the theodolite, record the angles along the baseline, and triangulate them to give me the exact position of the target. Understand?
Why the end of the flagpole? Wouldn't it have been better on a corner of a wall or something?
Are you a surveyor?
No, my degree's in law.
Then shut up.
Tell me about the two old ladies.
Who? The Ketch sisters. One of them's crazy as a coot, and the other will turn you to stone if you're not careful.
Can I take a look at your plans?
No way! What interest would they be to you, anyhow?
I've always had a secret desire to be a surveyor.
You have?
Sure. I mean, you surveyors are just like the great explorers, aren't you? Henry the Navigator, Vasco da Gama, Chris Columbus. Maybe you don't sail uncharted seas or discover new continents, but you're okay in my book.
Horse shit. You just stay away from those plans, you hear?
Catch you later, Bronson.
Так. Все. Дай посмотреть мне план.
I just had to sneak a...
Hey,
Okay.
Да пошел в пизду нахуй. Ну, поднимемся, хуй знает. очень громко. Что это? Фейка.
Two old ladies were sitting outside the house enjoying afternoon tea.
Я тоже чаек хочу.
A cute little putty tad. Actually, no. It was a mangy old flea bag. It was busily torturing a red ball.
Доебался, это хороший год.
Hi, Puss. Wanna play? Hey, cat. Watch where you're putting those claws. Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Good afternoon, Mr. Stobart. Would you care for tea?
No, thank you, ma'am. I don't like tea. Is that your cat?
Yes, it is.
That's Ruddles.
Do you like cats, Mr. Stobart?
Я просто обожаю библиотеки дома.
Especially spit roast. I've been talking to Rio, the little fisher boy.
I'll thank you not to mention that little wretch in my presence.
Dirty little whelk. Nasty fishy boy.
That will do, Mina.
I gather you don't have much time for the little boy.
That child is a delinquent, Mr. Stobart.
Yeah, well, he's only, what, 11, maybe?
A knave with one hand on the tops.
What is it about Rio that you don't like, Miss Frost?
Well, once upon a time, he and Emily...
Be quiet this instant, Mina.
What can you tell me about Emily?
Emily? What business can she be of yours?
Her parents were killed in a typhoon.
We, as her only living relatives, took it upon ourselves to raise the child.
It's good to know Charity isn't dead.
Oh, but she is. Washed overboard in the typhoon.
Mr. Stobart wasn't talking about Emily's mother. He was being sarcastic.
Надежда умирает
What else can you tell me about Emily?
How dare you pry into our family in this way? I refuse to answer any more of your impertinent questions.
Can you tell me anything about Captain Ketch?
More than you can tell me about your great-great-great-great-grandfather, no doubt.
You're his descendants?
Certainly. Captain Ketch was born in Dorset, England, in the reign of King Henry VIII. His family were undistinguished farmers, but young Frederick Ketch decided to go to sea.
We have plenty of seamen in our family, Mr. Stobart.
Are you interested in history, Mr. Stobart?
Что? Скорее, скорее. Да. Эти на море. Много маяков, мистер Стобарт. Ты, да, конечно. Как я попробую играть, да.
Yes, I am. Is it true Frederick Ketch was a pirate?
Frederick Ketch was emphatically not a pirate.
They hanged him, you know. Down there on the beach in front of his family. Didn't bother with a trial. Just whipped him out from his breakfast table and hoisted him up in chains.
Well, if he wasn't a pirate, what did they hang him for?
Envy. Pure green-eyed envy. He had been a successful privateer, you see, and had accumulated great wealth.
As rich as a mink in a paddock.
Shut up, Mina.
Yes, Frost.
The small-minded governor and his lackeys wanted his money, trumped up some ridiculous charge about breaking the conditions of his letter of marque, and hanged him like a common thief. The blackguards!
Letter of marque?
The document that permitted him to engage and destroy the enemies of the crown. The difference between a lawful privateer and a pirate. Yoo-hoo!
Sorry, Frost.
Well, why didn't Ketch just say, take a hike, guys, I've got a pirating license?
Frederick Ketch was not a pirate!
But he did show them his letter of marque.
But they destroyed it and hanged him anyway.
You were telling me about Captain Ketch. Do go on.
Oh, yes. He sailed under Hawkins.
Jim Hawkins?
John Hawkins, one of the great traders of the Elizabethan age. In 1568, Frederick Ketch was a young man serving aboard the Jesus. Hawkins' flagship. They sailed from England to Africa and across the wide Atlantic to these islands. Ketch was never to see the shores of England again.
How come Ketch never made it home?
Because the Spaniards sank the Jesus in an act of treachery.
You said Hawkins' fleet traded between Africa and the Indies. What was it they were trading?
Black men with no shirts.
You have to understand, Mr. Stobart, that this was the 16th century.
But that doesn't alter the fact that Hawkins and Ketch were slavers and pirates.
Would it surprise you to learn that Hawkins was also a devoutly religious man?
He transported slaves in a ship named after Jesus Christ. In my book, that makes him a hypocrite. What happened to Ketch? Was he killed?
Oh no, he got away and returned to this island, to this very house.
The Frederick Ketch Memorial Museum.
I couldn't reach the flagpole, and a bush stopped me from moving the ladder across. The ladder extended easily.
You there? What are you doing?
Pardon me, ladies. I was just going to climb your ladder. I'm helping Bronson.
Oh, you're not like him, are you? He's very polite, isn't he, Frost? And he has dimples when he smiles.
Get down!
Sorry. It was locked.
The house is closed.
How come?
It is undergoing refurbishment.
Oh, of course. This must be the place Bronson's surveying.
The intention is to prepare the museum for the new century.
The Frederick Ketch Memorial Museum. It would look nice in neon.
A museum for a pirate? There was a stony silence.
As I have already told you, sir, he was not a pirate. It's precisely this sort of vile misrepresentation that Mr. Bronson is seeking to rebalance.
Oh? How?
Mr. Bronson has kindly agreed to undertake the museum's refurbishment at a very reasonable price. He understands the importance of a sense of history.
Funny. That's not the impression I got of Bronson at all.
He also understands spherical geometry.
Mina?
Well, he does.
Listen, ma'am. I came a long way to visit this place.
If we make an exception in your case, everyone will want to get in.
Pardon me, but I didn't exactly have to fight my way through the crowds.
You're the second visitor we've had today.
No, I'm sorry, but it's impossible.
А кто был первым?
You're really fond of that.
He is our companion and our solid.
I thought about catnapping the little monster until they let me in, but maybe there was some other way I could use their affection for the cat to get me into the house. Okay, it was time. I thought I saw a little girl down on the beach.
You must be mistaken.
He must be mistaken. Mustn't he, Frost?
I'm sure I'm not. A little girl and that young fisher boy.
What? It's not possible. What were they doing?
Oh, the kinds of things that all little boys and girls get up to at their age.
When I was a little girl, we used to play cows and milkmaids.
Well betide you if you're lying to us, Mr. Stobart. Heaven help you.
Ну, блин, мне нужно было в дом, в конце концов.
With a creak of ancient corsetry, the sisters sailed majestically over the distant horizon.
Я реально исчезну.
I couldn't reach the flagpole. Just my luck. I'd struck out again. The windows were all...
Может, типа, дверь заперта, так и не выезжает.
It was locked.
Типа, отпереть чем-нибудь. Чего? Мы взялись обратно глядеть.
No, I couldn't just go around throwing. I wasn't going to risk The cat looked at me as if to say, "Why have you brought a dead worm half?" I had no answer. It would have been pretty cool to drug the cat, but I didn't have the heart. And
Задоебалось. Не знаю, что делать. Я еще совсем помню, чуваки.
did you see the sisters go by?
Yeah, they wanted to string that Fisher brat up. Of course, I told them where to find him.
A fink as well as a creep. Nice.
But he'd managed to vanish somehow.
Catch you later, Bronson. I think Bronson is trying to cheat those sweet, vulnerable old ladies.
That's a little unfair, isn't it?
Okay, he's trying to cheat those seriously demented, poisonous old ladies.
You have to admire his acumen.
Tell me about your friend Emily.
Why are you so interested in Emily Ketch?
Emily Ketch? A descendant of Captain Ketch, the pirate?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't bother you?
Why should it? We don't responsible for our ancestors.
How come the old ladies closed the museum?
It's Bronson's doing. Him have the plans for redeveloping the museum. Oh, I know all about Mr. Bronson's plans.
Can you let me have a fish, kid?
I thought you say you don't like fish.
It's not for me. It's a present.
For the old ladies? Well, it makes a change from flowers and candy.
No, it's for their cat.
Okay. What do I get out of it?
I can pay you. I've got Quaramontian dollars, French francs, and traveler's checks.
You must be joking. The nearest bank is 3 islands away.
Will you give me a fish if I give you these, Rio, are these ugly, tasteless nylon panties worth a fish?
No, man.
Is this worm worth a fish?
Could be good bait. How did it die?
I think it drowned in tequila.
Just like my Uncle Gabriel. Yeah, I'll have that. Okay, I'll get you a fish. It might take a while though.
Серьезно?
Did you see the weird sisters?
Did I? They look madder than usual.
Just as well. They thought you were playing with Emily.
Emily? You're madder than them.
There was nothing else I wanted to...
Ну, давайте посмотрим дальше.
I wasn't going anywhere in that boat. No luck with a fish?
No, man. They don't want bite.
Storm? I don't think so.
Hey, I caught a bite.
You have?
It's a big one. A real big one.
Reel him in, Rio. Jeez, it must be a whale or something.
Rustiest whale I ever see.
I still need a fish, Rio.
Okay, make me try again.
Maybe you better change your bait. The only serviceable part of the bicycle's wreck. You just never know when you're gonna need stuff like that.
There's a fish, my man.
I can't put it in my pocket while it's flat.
No problem.
What can I do with an old inner tube?
I know what I'd do. I'd make the biggest catapult you'd ever seen and use it to smack Bronson with a fish from a safe distance.
Those ballistic fish shenanigans of you. There was nothing else on the bicycle wreck I could use. Okay, Cat. You don't deserve this, but here's a little fish. The little monster ate the fish, but never strayed far from the ball. I could have loaded the cat into the inner tube and launched it out to sea. Catapult. Get it? Oh,
Скачаем параметры баллона. Все. Я думаю, рели типа проебал весьма. Да. Че, пизду, спать пора. Старею что-то, старею через половину часа.
Nah, I didn't have the throwing.
Мысли.
Not such a... Maybe it wasn't such a good...
Чей банан?
I didn't have a flag on me, so the flagpole would have to stay bare. I don't...
Отчает. Ну. И...
No. Maybe in my high school days... I don't... The windows were... I didn't have a flag on me, so the flagpole would have... Couldn't reach the... Not so...
Ну, а что ты ремонт хочешь?
Wrong.
Ну, а хуй ты хочешь от меня?
No, that...
Да ты доедал, но я уж все пробовал.
I... I wasn't convinced. I couldn't read.
Какую рыбу ты мне? Еще раз дайте вообще чешусь. Пиздец. Еще не поймал. Еще не знал. Ты знал, да, что вы боюсь?
There's a fish, my man.
В смысле, если я выиграю поток? Правильно. Далеко. Что говорит, есть? Что видос не высится. Я не сказал. Ничего нечаянно.
That should get the old cat dancing. I just hoped it didn't give itself...
Я думаю, отвязать, дать ему.
I didn't want to risk the wrath of that vicious animal by putting my hand... Nah, I didn't have the... Nope.
Почему нет? Действительно, дать ему так установить. Че? Это чемпионат. В смысле, это чемпионат?
I couldn't reach it.
Пожалуйста, меня с этой бомбей, чувак. Просто.
I didn't have a flag on me, so... Maybe it wasn't such a...
Видео не загружается, блядь, заново. Из выводного. Нету. слишком много. Да. Вещь. Естественно, ничего. А чё так оттуда, чем мне это называется?
I put the ball in the... Took aim. Yes! Okay, so it was a lucky shot, but I knocked the theodolite target clean off the end of the flagpole.
Что я же мог надеялся. Ой, как я тебя взял.
What the hell's...
Hi, Bronson.
Not you again. Have you... Where is it? I had to climb out of the window to put that one up. Damn it, I'm gonna have...
Not this time.
The hell's teeth. I'll have to put the spare tart a whole morning's work. I'm gonna fix all this, and then I'm gonna...
Yeah?
Я взял его, или я еблан просто, который отвлекся нахуй на... Просто убег лестницу. Это сорян, мэм.
What you doing, Bronson? Just hanging around?
I'm gonna kill you for this!
What, so you can kill me? Gee, you talked me out of it, Bronson.
I felt a little guilty about leading Bronson up there, but not much, obviously. The marker was a bright, shiny thing. It wasn't going to be much use without the theodolite, though. It was locked. The window was locked.
Точно.
It was the electronic marker which Bronson used with his theodolite. With Bronson out of the way, I could finally get a clear look at the plans. Engineers' drawings didn't mean much to me, but one thing was clear. These plans were for a 5-story, 200-roomed, luxury, pirate-themed hotel. Another stain on the bedspread of paradise.
Он его в хуй затолкал, и не понял, что это сейчас. Просто, блядь.
I didn't want a fishing net.
Вот, блядь, куда он его нахуй затолкал? Серьезно. Пиздец.
Look here, Bronson.
Was I right? Is that creep up to no?
Darn right he is.
There was nothing else on the bicycle.
я понял момент, сказать. Типа, знаешь, этот хуй. Не знаю, я не знаю.
You there? Why is Mr. Bronson?
He climbed up there of his own accord.
Then help him, you stupid man. Quickly, before he falls.
Hey, get me,
What's the magic word?
please.
Oh, bad luck. I was thinking of Alakazam. I've got your plans, Bronson. I know about the hotel.
So what? This is between me and the Daves.
Those sweet old ladies trusted you. This isn't what they wanted.
Oh, people like them don't know what they want. Instead of wasting their money on this mausoleum, I can turn it to profit.
But you should have discussed it with them first. If I was to let you down, will you promise to come clean about your plan?
Sure I will.
And you'll come to a tasteful compromise with Miss Frost and Miss Mina?
Taste? What's taste got to do with architecture?
Oh, dear. You'll have to stay where you are until you see sense.
You rat.
Catch you later, Bronson. Hi. Could I ask...
Never mind that.
Here, Bronson's plans.
This means nothing to me.
She's not wearing her reading glasses.
Ah, wait. Yes, I see now. I see it all too clearly. That man is planning to build a huge hotel. Bronson is a confidence trickster. Mina, we have been duped. I'm glad we didn't sign his contract.
Oh, I hate tricksters, especially confident ones.
Come, Mina. Mr. Bronson, you may consider yourself persona non grata.
Yes, Cave Canum.
Kindly disentangle yourself from our flagpole and eject yourself from our property this very minute.
Disentangle. Eject.
Hey, cut that out, you crazy old bat.
How dare you! Mina isn't crazy, she's just engagingly eccentric.
Yeah, as a bedbug. Ouch!
Lovely as this little vista is, I'd be really grateful if you could let me into the museum now.
Certainly, young man. We are most grateful to you for exposing this scoundrel, Mina the Lock.
Thanks,
Вот
ladies.
так-то,
Stobart, be a
как
pal.
говорится,
Get these harpies off me. Ooh.
делай добро до... А я жду, он сам не войдет, нахуй. Ну,
While George was basking in the sun-drenched Caribbean, I went there to run. It was a long shot, but I thought I'd start my search for the Jaguar Stone at the British Museum.
я полагаю, на этом мы закончим сегодня. Всем спасибо за внимание. Увидимся завтра. Ну, или когда вы, короче, будете смотреть. Спасибо за внимание.